Since Stephen only gave us 7 minutes, James and I thought, okay, let's get Pasolini over with. Let's dispose of Pasolini as the bodies of the 2 broken marionettes are disposed of at the end of Pasolini's short film, Che cosa sono le nuvole? Translated, What are the clouds? Let's get over with Pasolini, as it seems necessary and important to deal with him at the beginning of this evening. Of course, if we'd had more time, things might have been different. For example, we might have introduced some 13th century poetry so dear to Pasolini. The sensuous assonance of Jacopone da Todi and his salamander heart, O dolce amore, che è morto l'amore, prego che mi uccidi d'amore, de gira impazzato d'amore, abissami l'amore, amore spelagato. Or I might have wanted to mention Amelia Rosselli's unforgiving poetry of rhyme, rule, and repetition, her razor poetry that Pasolini called mechanical emulsion, her poetry of frictions between mystery and neurosis. Non so cosa dico, tu non sai cosa cerchi, io non so cercarti. Or, for the intermission, we might have planned a complete diversion from all this, a song break in this Italian evening, and I might have played songs with some Italian bands from my youth, such as CCCP, diaframma, massimo volume, CCCP, diaframma, massimo volume, CCCP, diaframma, massimo volume, diaframma, diaphragm, fragment, fragments, like those in Pasolini's Petrolio, and abandoned a being. Or we might have dubbed the voice of Giorgio Bassani, dubbing Orson Welles in the short film La Ricotta, Io sono la forza del passato. Or, moving into the night, we could have drifted toward the crepuscular verses of Guido Gozzano, whom Pasolini compared to Kafka. Socchiudo gli occhi estraneo ai casi della vita, sento fra le mie dita la forma del mio cranio, where stranger rhymes with skull, estraneo, cranio. Or, we could have evoked the voice of singer Giovanna Marini, who revived old litanies and the rhymes of Jacopone in her song Lament for the Death of Pasolini. But no, Stephen only gave us 7 minutes for this, and I'm running out of time, out of breath. And James is now probably cursing Italian's tendency to prolixity. So I shall stop now and let him speak.
All I wanted to do was talk about 2 scenes from Uccellacci Uccellini, which is a film that I really love, but I haven't seen for many years. So in a sense, this is actually also me talking about the kind of corrosive effect of memory on things seen or things experienced, the way it kind of pits and pocks that experience and creates a new surface for it. And the scene I wanted to talk to you about, the first one, is one in which Pasolini inserts newsreel footage into the film. And what the newsreel footage shows is the faces of people gathered for the funeral of the leader of the Italian Communist Party. And the camera pans past these faces, looking at you and looking at the street scene. And in my memory, this is a completely silent part of the film. There's nothing, there's no dialogue, there's no extra sound on the soundtrack, there's nothing. And there's something about that silence, about those faces watching you, that I think that is incredibly melancholy. And there's something about that melancholy that, as I was thinking about what to say, I associated with a certain kind of sort of political commitment, because it's about a kind of horizon of desire that you're never going to reach, something that's impossible to achieve in a way. And the other thing that it made me think of was the phrase mass effect. Mass effect was a phrase comes from the writer Adrian Stokes, who used it to describe a certain kind of sculpture which gives you its entire effect in one go, in one place. So time is frozen in your experience of this kind of sculpture. And that made me think about this scene, introducing a third kind of time into the film. Not the time of religious parable, and not the time of kind of fabular clowns, but a third time, which is the time of documentary, and a time of witnessing.
Io sono una forza del passato.
I am a force of the past. Dubbing Giorgio Bassani.
È una poesia.
It's a poem.
Nella prima parte il poeta ha descritto certi ruderi antichi di cui nessuno più capisce stile e storia, e certe orrende costruzioni moderne che invece tutti capiscono. Poi attacca appunto così.
Then he resumes.
Io sono una forza del passato.
I am a force of the past.
Solo nella tradizione.
Tradition is my only
mia
love.
morte. Vengo dai
I come from the
ruderi,
ruins,
dalle chiese,
the churches,
dalle pale
the
d'altare, dai
altarpieces,
borghi,
the forgotten
dimenticati
hamlets,
sugli
in
Appennini,
the Upper
sulle
Night
prealpi,
and the foothill of the
dove
Alps,
sono vissuti i
where our
fratelli.
brothers once lived.
Giro per la Tuscolana
I walk the
come un
Tuscolana
pazzo,
way like a madman,
per l'Appia come
the
un
Appia
cane
way
senza
like a dog without
padrone,
a master.
o guardo i
I behold the
crepuscoli, le mattine
twilights,
su Roma,
the mornings over
sulla
Rome,
Ciociaria,
over Ciociaria,
sul mondo,
over the world,
come i primi atti del
like the first acts
dopostoria,
of
cui
post-history,
io assisto per
which I
privilegio
witnessed by privilege
d'anagrafe
of birth
dall'orlo estremo di
from the
qualche
outer
età
edge
sepolta.
of some buried age.
Ehi!
There is another scene I want to talk to you about, though, and that's one in which Ninetto Davoli is walking down an autostrada which has only just been finished, or maybe it's newly finished, or maybe it's not quite finished yet, and he's walking down it towards you, towards the camera, and you see him walking down this kind of serpentine ramp which is lowering him down towards the fields, and as he walks, and I'm not sure if this is true, but I think he's not wearing any shoes, and there's something about this person walking barefoot on the tarmac, on this road which is, like a symbol of kind of economic progress and of consumerism and transport, the automobile, that kind of thing. And there's something about the action of those bare feet on the tarmac which turns it into a kind of geometry. It reduces that road just to a series of tones and lines and shapes behind his head. And there's two things going on there. There's a collision between two different versions of reality, between two different worlds, between the road and between the barefoot walker. And the very point of that collision, the precise point that it happens, is the contact between the foot and the road.